People who are considered physically attractive, what are some of the things that you feel insecure about? I'm short. As a 55 male, compliments are nearly always followed up with something along the lines of if only you were taller. My job and income. Am a receptionist. Whether I mean as much to the people who mean so much to me. I'm considered physically attractive from the neck down, which is fair, I'll agree. So, my face is what I'm insecure about. Never feel good enough. I was considered quite attractive in my 20s and never had much trouble meeting guys. But I had real trouble keeping boyfriends. I was told more than once that I was boring. I'm quiet and a huge introvert and am perfectly happy spending a day reading or watching movies. But I guess that wasn't fun for the men I liked. So as a result I was, and still am, quite insecure about my personality. My partner not really loving me. I worry about how I look without clothes, my personality flaws, and my income. Guy BTW. When I was thin and hot, my boyfriend told me he was scared I'd cheat on him because I could get someone better. He ended up cheating on me, saying he couldn't take the pressure. I worry about that still. Even though I'm single, I have a hard time trusting someone's loyalty. I have a feeling people automatically assume I am this insanely extroverted, confident and resourceful person. Then I get anxious feeling that I am disappointing when I am not what they expected me to be. So I guess the answer is I am insecure about my personality, etc., living up to the initial projections people place on me, giving me kind of a performance anxiety. How cool I actually am. I'm a good-looking guy, but I've had a boring life in some capacities. When the world shut down last year, I found out other people had to give up a lot more fun and exciting plans than I did. That really hit home and I'm working to change it. People will often say you're attractive for an Asian guy. It often gives me the impression that I'm just decent enough for them to acknowledge me, yet not attractive enough for them to date. My teeth. Classically handsome, but I can't smile without feeling self-conscious. Advice to all teens: if your parents can afford braces, get them. Accidentally flirting. When I just smile or laugh at a joke, people assume I'm just straight up flirting when I'm just trying to have a good time and not to flirt. My stomach. Yeah, people tell me I'm attractive, but I have no game and am completely hopeless with the opposite sex unless they make the first move and don't immediately get bored with me. I'm extremely insecure about who I am as a person. I'm always worried that I'm not smart enough, that I'm too weird, too mentally unstable. The only thing I'm not insecure about is how I look, but it genuinely sucks to have people interested in you for only that reason and constantly worrying if they like you for who you are as a person. I've had a girl in high school say I look much more attractive without my glasses. It hurt a lot considering I need these to function in the world. I can't wear contacts because my eyes are sensitive to everything and can't get corrective surgery because they aren't strong enough to handle the procedure. Always feeling pressured to look good, people not taking you seriously and thinking just because you're attractive that you're vain, unintelligent, or shitty. Which is usually just people projecting their crap at you. Aging. When I was in my 20s, everybody used to make me compliments. Now that I am in my 30s, this happens way less than before. And I know that this should not bother me too much, but it does make me insecure about myself. I used to be insecure about balding, but now I just shave my head. I'm used to it now. My looks, as I always assume people are joking, got made fun of a lot as a kid until I was about 16/17 or SMTH, but that's probably where that disbelief comes from. Looks don't work getting into a happy relationship though, and I'm insecure about my small talk abilities. I'm insecure about my body in general despite regularly going to the gym for the past 2 years and having a decent physique. Because of that I avoid places like beaches and pools because I'd rather be dead than seen shirtless. There are some moments when I feel proud of my body and I'll take a cheeky pic, and that's about it. My voice. My facial expressions. My interactions with other people. My hips. The way I talk. The way I walk. The way I sit. What my hair does in the wind. I'm a mess. Just go. I'm tall and athletic and fart like weigh 300 IBS. I've been called attractive many times, well, handsome, from my grandma. Belly fat. It is annoying that my partner is with me more because of looks than personality, that someone more competent than me was overlooked for my job just due to me having the look, basically that people go more for looks than my personality overall. It's a weird feeling that I just can't shake, and I hate it. My personality. No use being cute when you have too much trauma and atypical neurodevelopment to interact comfortably with anybody. About my thighs, upper arms, but mainly my personality. I'm afraid to come off as too needy, or too much in general, because I can be very enthusiastic when in love. Maybe I hyper-focus on the person I'm in love with. I have ADHD, if that's even possible. Either way, I don't want to scare them, so I try to play it cool and give them plenty of space. I think I look very, very ugly in pictures. No matter how many people tell me I'm absolutely gorgeous in person and in pictures. When I look in the mirror, I see the beautiful confident me, but when I look at my pictures I think I look ugly as shit. I don't know why, but it's always been like this. My nose, my teeth, my gut. Are they just being nice? Feel vain as fuck for answering this thread. People just want to sleep with me, but no one seems to see me as a serious option. I date quite a lot, and am often told that I'm cool or funny or hot, or that the sex is good, but that's all I get. No one actually wants to be with me. It feels like I'm a fun pastime for them but not lovable. That if I'm unattractive and old one day, nobody will give a shit about me anymore. I grew up ugly and became good looking as an adult. I think transitioning from wanting to get with women to suddenly being able to get with lots of women made me more superficial and shallow. I fear that I'll never really love someone properly. Or that someone will fall in love with me and as we age together, realize it was perhaps just my looks and not who I am as a person. Have you tried being ugly again? I'm not interested in hookups. For whatever reason, most of the guys who seem to be interested in me only want sex. They usually don't bother to get to know me. Once they learn LM not DTE, they're gone. So now I'm insecure that there's something I'm doing that repels men that want a real relationship. As a 25-year-old, female former model, aging, I hate the fact that I'm getting more and more insecure about my age. Also my lack of butt and boobs, because now that I'm not a fashion model, the new standard of beauty is someone thick. So every date I've ever been on has started with, "Oh my god, you're so much hotter than you look in your pictures," so I guess that counts as being physically attractive. Staged bullshit profile photos are not my thing, and if you point a camera at me you'll usually get the finger or a stupid face. My mentality makes me insecure. Connecting with someone physically is a piece of piss, but I seldom connect with people mentally. 33 years old, 2 children and a number of failed relationships has made me mentally insecure far more than any physical insecurity. Anyone relate? Well, I suffer from body dysmorphia, and sometimes when people find out about it they sometimes seem offended by the fact, because I owe it good. My curly hair, but everyone always compliments me. I had a child, so I have a mommy body, even though I am way below my pre-pregnancy weight. Since I was itty-bitty, people around me have praised me for my beauty. One grew up in the South and was put in those creepy child beauty pageants. As I grew older, more started complimenting my figure and youthfulness. I'm approaching my mid-30s, and while I still feel pretty, I can see how things are starting to change on my body and can see how my looks will naturally fade as I get older. Furthermore, I'm kind of odd and often cannot relate to others in conversation about subjects I value. But since so much of my self-worth has been framed through my looks, I've been accepted by others despite my odd personality in many instances. So I fear that as I age and lose my physical appeal, I will become lonely as those around me no longer feel motivated to accept my mind.